in Baltimore, Charm City, CFG Bank Arena. It's the Triplets taking on Power. Two teams, they've won it before, both trying to get over 500 as we take a look at the current updated standing. Bivouac got the victory. They're the only 3-0 team in the league. Enemies also unbeaten at 2-0. Brian Custer alongside Jim Jackson. So now we get to see Power take on the Triplets. Jim Jackson, no Joe Johnson. Sick, can't play. So how does that affect the Triplets and what they want to do against Power?
It affects it so much because Joe Johnson attracts so much attention. He opens up so many things for his teammates, and of course he can score the ball. And the ball is in his hands the majority of the time, so now you're taking that away. Not as if the Triplets can't play without him, but you want that person that kind of draws so much gravity. It opens it up for everybody. So let's see the difference of the offensive philosophy with no Joe Johnson.
Well, how about Power? I mean, this is a team that shoots a lot of threes, and they've been led by Marcus Foster. Marcus Foster, third in the league right now in scoring, Jim Johnson.
Well, here's the thing, 18.5 points a game is how you get those shots. It's not just shooting threes, but making threes and making high-quality threes, and he's found his way to be able to not only make them, but make them at a high rate.
Let's talk about the Triplets. And boy, they love to shoot the three as well. Pargo, Moon, both Pargo brothers will shoot it very well.
Well, but a lot of it becomes because Joe attracts so much attention. You dribble, you kick it, the quarter spread, now you got open looks. Not to say that they can't get them on their own, but that's what makes this team so tough to stop, is that they can spread it out, and if you help too much, you got 2 or 3 players that can knock in threes.
By the way, you got Jeremy Pargo, who leads the league in 4-point shots made. As we take a look at the rosters, you know, Pargo, the brothers, they're the co-captains, but they are led by a Hall of Famer, and the Hall of Famer leads Power as well, but their captain is Glen Rice Jr., who's a bucket getter.
I look for Jeremy Pargo to be a lot more aggressive now that Joe Johnson is not in the lineup.
Lisa Leslie, the Hall of Famer, head coach of the Triplets. She's been Coach of the Year, won a BIG3 championship as well. Nancy Lieberman, another Hall of Famer, has won a BIG3 championship and has also been a BIG3 Coach of the Year.
Well, you know what made both of these coaches kind of outstanding is the ability for them to communicate what their team needed to be done and set up a lot of plays, in particular underneath out of bounds, side out of bounds, those secondary plays, situational plays in late game situation. Both coaches have put their teams in positions where they can get high quality shots.
Both teams come in at 1-1 and both looking to get over 500. Here's Jeremy Pargo, who can certainly light it up as we start things off here from Baltimore. No Joe Johnson. Ill. Marcus Foster will be inbounding for Power. Foster averaging 18 and 4. Third in the league right now in scoring. Pargo will pick him up. Foster drives it deep. Here's Royce White. Back to Foster, knocks it down.
Nice little two-man game that time, and that time instead of Royce White trying to force up a three-point shot or take something he wasn't comfortable with, he went right back into a little handoff. Foster able to knock in an easy shot.
Ayers to Jamario Moon. Back into Ayers, turnaround jumper is good. We're tied up at 2. Here's Royce White. Back to Foster. Blocked by Moon. Good D. Rice flips it up. Nope. Jeremy Pargo. That's too strong. Glen Rice Jr. pulls down the board.
That mismatch inside. Royce White.
Spins the baseline, tried to drop it off for Rice, and we got a kick.
See, and a lot of times you'll see where you have a big against a small, but the small in that particular case is Jeremy Pargo, and he's strong. So you're trying to back him in, and it doesn't work. You got to go quick and just shoot over the top of him.
Here's Glen Rice Jr. And they're going to call that one on Jamario Moon. Here's Glen Rice Jr. Averaging 15 and 7 for Power. Two-point lead here for Power over the Triplets. A couple of squads who won a Big 3 championship. Moon, the three, and it rattles in. 1 point lead for the Triplets. Playing without Joe Johnson. Royce White powers his way to the basket. And Royce White will head to the line and shoot 1 for 2. White's quite a character. You know, he's running for Senate in Minnesota. He's 10 points back of Amy Klobuchar right now in the polls. He said, who wouldn't want their U.S. senator who didn't know how to hoop? That's it.
No, that's, you know what, it's true to it. I mean, whether you follow Royce, take that.
Jeremy Pargo, we said this guy has, no one's made more fours in the league than Jeremy Pargo right now.
Yeah, Pargo said, I don't care if you're running for Senate or not. Take all 4 of those right there, partner. Take that back to Minnesota with you.
Ayers lost it.
Well, you know, I think it's amazing, too, with Royce. Royce is from Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's from that area, so he understands the politics. He understands kind of the nuances of government there. And for him to kind of step out there, hold true to his convictions, whether you agree with him or not, say,
Pargo!
What I tell you, be more aggressive.
Look, this is what he did last week. Hit a forward and knocked down like 3 threes. That's how they got the win over the three-headed monsters last week. Jeremy Pargo starting to percolate from 4 and from 3. It's the Big 3 here on CBS. Eight-point lead for the Triplets over Power here in Baltimore. Hey, don't forget next Sunday, Jersey, we're heading your way. Summer hoop season continues. Big 3 heads to the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Our live coverage begins at 1 Eastern right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Everyone can ball here in Baltimore, even the mayor, Brandon Scott. He's with our Rachel Demita.
I'm here with the man of the city. Thank you so much for welcoming the Big 3 to Baltimore. I know you're an OG fan. How does it feel to have them on the court here today?
It's good. Listen, Baltimore is a basketball town. We know this. Baltimore loves this basketball. We love the Big 3. Appreciate the Cube and the whole team for being here. Got some good games. The first game was incredible right now. You saw what those boys were able to do. And now we see Jeremy Pargo is on fire. We're just excited to have it here.
The fans really showed out, and I know you showed up with your Currys on. Are we going to see you on the court at some point?
I am. Listen, the first person to hit a three-pointer in this arena was me. So this arena know who built it. They know the rims know who paid for it. We're going to put it through the use today.
Well, let's see if you can hit a 4-pointer.
I will, no doubt. One's going in at least.
Thank you, Brandon.
How about the mayor? How about the mayor? I love when you got a mayor who can ball.
Hey, listen, 40 years old. He ran track and cross country in high school, so he's an athlete, so he played. But what I love about him is you see the confidence. There's a reason why, he went from city council president in 2019 to where he's at now. Now, can I give a shout out to this too? He's 40 years old, so he's the 52nd mayor of Baltimore. In Cleveland, Ohio, Justin Bibbs is 37 years old. The 58, young brother, 58th mayor of Cleveland. So you're starting to see youth from a minority perspective really getting back interested. I'm going to say back, because back in the day, interested in politics again and really, really want to make a change.
That's fantastic. Especially the job that he's done here.
And it's not an easy job.
No.
I mean, you think about this. It's like you have aspirations to say, I want to make a change. I want to be in politics. But it's so much more than just enacting laws. You got to change the perspectives of how people think, and how they vote, how they, view society. And that's not easy.
He's done a great job. Certainly revitalized this city.
Well, think about where we're at. I mean, downtown at the harbor and everything they've done down there with development, redevelopment of that core part of the city. There he is.
Good follow. TJ Klein laying it in. TJ Klein is the son of Nancy Lieberman.
And TJ always, we said this the last few years, he's always around the ball.
Always.
I mean, whether it's a loose ball, he's cutting back door, offensive rebound.
Jeff Ayers, 3 no good. Moon the follow, no. And Ayers is pushed. He comes flying in. And they're going to call, let's see, Deshaun Stevenson. Call for the foul. Lead is 4. Pargo for 4. Short.
Oh, just missed it. He was
He
right
was
there
on
in front of the
line,
rim.
too.
Yeah, on line.
Here's Marcus Foster. Has it knocked away. Lost it. Pargo. Yes.
I just, as soon as we found out that Joe Johnson was not going to be in the lineup, I immediately switched over to Jeremy and said he's going to be uber aggressive because of that.
Foster, little runner. Drops it in the lane. It's a 4-point lead for the Triplets. First team to 25, we go to the half. Here's Pargo with the left hand. Jeremy Pargo heating up.
But that's what, when you knock in a 4-pointer, then a 3-pointer, guess what? Now your driving lanes seem to become more prevalent and you're able to utilize the bounce and get to the rim.
Pargo. Oh, in and out. Here's Klein. Left it short to Jamario Moon. Pargo, another 4. Oh, strong. Oh, how about that move by Pargo?
They bringing out everything, bro. The layup, the kiss, the contact, the soft touch with the little spin right here to get it up and in.
Pargo's got 13 of the Triplets 18, and they've got an 8-point lead. 8-point lead for the Triplets over Power. No Joe Johnson, out ill. And this is the production that he's given them: 17 points, 8 rebounds a game. Leads the Big 3 in assists.
And that's probably where the biggest part of it too is. You see the numbers say one thing, the assist, but again, it's defenses have to respect him and shift to his side of the court. That opens up a lot of other opportunities. That's what the stats are not going to show. But I think Jeremy Pargo is doing an excellent job of kind of, I'm not going to say filling those shoes, because you just can't replace a Joe Johnson. But what you can do is force the defense to have to honor you now, shift the defense a little bit more. Now, let's see if he makes some plays too out of it because he's scoring the ball so well.
You can see what Jeremy Pargo's done. The rest of the squad, 13 of their 18 points. His brother, you see him right there, Gennaro Pargo, has checked in. Here's Glen Rice Jr. He misses. Sean Stevens with the rock. Slips. And I think it went off of Jeff Ayers.
Yeah, that time Pargo, Jeremy got out of the way of Stevens. And Lisa Leslie wants to review this to see if it actually went out on the triplets. But take a look. Pargo's going to get away right here. And
Yeah,
it goes out on
Ayers.
Ayers.
Off his leg.
Sometimes you don't need to listen to your players, man.
Yeah, right.
You know, sometimes it ain't a review that you need to always get. Oh, hold up,
Oh,
hold
no,
up,
no,
wait,
this
wait,
foot.
hold up.
How about it?
Jimmy, shut up, shut up. That time it went off because it looked like from the other angle went off of Ayers' leg, but it goes off of Stevens' foot. So let me take that back. See, right there, that's off his foot.
Yes.
And you know, if you don't have the right angle, it'll look like Ayers' knee, but it's not.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, shut up. Okay, there we go. Lisa, once again, that's why you want a chip, and I got the headset on.
Good review. Yeah.
Quick review too.
Yep. Ian McGlinny. David Posner took another look. And absolutely, it will go to the triplets. Up 8.
Yep, right call.
Ayers to Pargo. Baseline jumper no good. Royce White now with it. To Glen Rice Jr. Working on Pargo. Bumps him. Shot rims out. Here's Jeremy. Step back. Jeff Ayers nearly came up with it.
Yeah, but good defense by Stevens on the closeout on Jeremy. He didn't give up too much ground. He still could be there to contest a shot, but on the drive, he was there to take that away as well. So that was just good closeout defense.
Here's Stevens working on Pargo. Gennaro knocks down the triple.
Big bro.
21. Can you do something for me? Is their score to 10.
So you got two coaches. You got Lisa Leslie, of course, but then Gennaro, think about it, he was an assistant coach with the Blazers and also the Pacers too.
Yeah.
So you got coaching on the bench, and when he's on the court, we always say point guards are coaches on the court. Well, literally, you have a coach on the court with him.
And they're going to call the offensive foul now on Glen Rice Jr. Good defense by Pargo. Pargo and Rice have a little discussion with one another.
Both got got a tech. But here's a play that kind of got the party started with regards to the talking as Rice trying to bully ball his way down, and the veteran Gennaro Pargo baited him into that foul. And good defense by Wright, but better
Jeremy Pargo all in his bag here in the first half.
Yeah, but he didn't like Glen Rice Jr. kind of going that big bro, so he said, I'm going to take it out on one of your teammates.
And Stevens takes it out on the hoop.
A quick pick and roll. Yeah, no no rotation on the backside because you don't have those defenders. So you can have the defense bite. You get something easy. Uh-oh.
Pargo, the 3, no. Here's Jeremy to Big Brother. Open 3. And it rolls in. And he says, keep talking. And eat all 3 of these. Oh, my. We got 2 former championship squads going at it here in the first half. The Triplets up 14.
Little bro to big bro. Glen Rice Jr. a little late to the party.
And keep running your mouth.
Keep running his mouth is over.
On the court with little bro Jeremy Pargo.
Last time I told you to be aggressive, you told me I'm the only one that has to say that. How am I not wrong? When you're aggressive, how do you guys lose?
I mean, I got to go with what you say. But, you know, I got to thank my brother a little bit. He coming out, he's playing hard, making shots. And his energy from last week is carrying over in all of us this week.
No Joe Johnson changes anything for you?
I mean, it changes a lot, but we have to figure it out. That's what it is. It changes a lot. Joe's the best player in the league. We're happy to have him, and we miss him. But he's not here, so we got to change something and figure it out.
Keep it up in the second half.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Triplets were playing like they don't miss Joe Johnson. They're up 14 over Power. It's the Big 3 here on CBS. (26-12) our score here at the half. Triplets over Power. Don't forget Big 3 2024. It is coming in hot to a city near you. Newark, New Jersey. We're coming to you next weekend. But go to big3.com/tickets for all the details. Brian Custer alongside Jim Jackson here. And you know what? Let's talk about that first half. And man, what a first half for Jeremy Pargo and those guys. They really got after it.
Well, they got after it because no Joe Johnson. That doesn't mean that this team still can't score the ball. Jeremy can put the ball in the deck. Put the ball on the deck and force you to have to play him. But then we saw him being able to isolate and knocking some shots early. Let's see what kind of adjustments defensively that that Power has for him in the second half.
And speaking of Power, it is now time for the reality checkup for Power. It is presented by Crest 3D White. And look, Marcus Foster came into this game as the 3rd leading scorer in the league. He's going to have to pick it up if Power is going to win this game.
But just be more aggressive. Only 4 points, not a lot of shot attempts. Him being aggressive forces Triplets to have to guard him, and that opens it up for his teammates. So when I say aggressive, yes, look for your shot, but also look to force the defense to have to honor you, and now you're able to create some opportunities. And I think Royce Wright also has to look for his shot, be a little bit more. Now, Glen Rice Jr., last year we were accustomed to him really being aggressive offensively. He also has to step it up in the second half.
Lead is 14 for the Triplets, as both Pargo brothers really playing well for the Triplets. No Joe Johnson. He is sick. As we begin the second half, both teams trying to go above 500. Here's Gennaro. Got it.
But see, that's the difference. You see the play coming out of halftime. One side of the court, left-hand side, handoff. Now it's dribble, handoff to the opposite side, and you create a one-on-one opportunity right off the bat coming out of halftime.
Royce White bullies his way to the cup, missed it. Mario Moon thought about it. Now drives, pulls up, missed it all, and Foster the follow. Here's Moon for 3. Glen Rice Jr. with it now for Power. Down 14. Royce White calling for it. Spins on that baseline. Goes up, missed it. Moon, follow, yes.
And that time I thought Royce just tried to overpower Moon and lost it. right gift basket for Jamario to be able to put it back up and extend his lead to 16.
First team to 50. We go is the winner. You got to win by 2, though, here in the big 3. Here's Royce White. DeFoster threw it away.
Yep. But you notice, too, how Royce didn't try to back in Jeremy Pargo. Tried that in the first half, and both times haven't been really successful at that, even though it's on paper looks like a mismatch. Again, with a smaller opponent, you got to go quick.
Here's Jeremy Pargo. Drives, kicks it to his brother. Gennaro, ball fake, pull up 3. It's no good.
If he'd hit that one. If he would have hit that one on Glen Rice Jr., oh yeah. See, that's what we need to see right there. I think he's been deferring too much to some of his teammates instead of utilizing his ability to do that, which is attack off of a closeout, use the pressure, absorb it, give an opportunity to knock in a three-point play.
Son of the former NBA star, Glen Rice. Oh, left that one short. Lead is 14. Pargo to Ayers. Ayers dunks it home.
And that's why I don't see why more pick and rolls on the sideline are not utilized when you have a shooter on the weak side. And why is that the case? Because you have all of that openness in the lane that you can't account for.
Here's Glen Rice Jr. Takes the bump, kisses it off the glass. 32-18.
Now I'm gonna come right back to it, but
Pargo, the 3 is no good. Stevens the rebound. Rice Jr. now has hit 3 straight buckets.
But you see the difference? He kind of got Jeremy Pargo to a spot. Instead of trying to overpower him right here, no, for what? Just shoot over the top. Keep it simple.
Pargo, skip pass to his brother. Gennaro, 3 is no good.
I like it, though. And that came out of the two-man pick and roll with Ayers and Jeremy Pargo.
Here's Rice. Count it, and 1. Glen Rice Jr. has made 4 straight buckets.
Well, more aggressive. You said at halftime Foster needed to be aggressive. Well, also Glen Rice Jr. needed to be a lot more aggressive. And we've seen that, and hence power is right back, in this game, and he can get it under double digits right here if he makes this.
Ooh, left it short.
Oh, did he tap it off the rim?
Looked like somebody had got it. Pargo, good for 3. (35-22). First team to 50 wins it. Rice, Stevens.
Second time. I think earlier, I think maybe it was Marcus Foster that gave him the alley-oop inside. But that middle pick and roll, Deshaun did the right thing. He was able to get, and that was more of a brush screen to slide in that froze Ayers. Oh, nice.
That's very nice.
Nice,
Pargo and Ayers lays it into perfection.
Brian, 2 of the best in the league teams in regards to running plays on full display. Pargo, Ayers, money inside. Power up 13. Or Triplets up 13.
Let's take a look at today's monster moment, and it comes from our previous game, courtesy of Brandon Moss.
The dribble penetration. Jeff Teague. Garland Green helps. Moss trampolines. Use those outstanding hops over the top. I mean, beautiful, too. From this angle, you just saw him just rise
just
above.
Elevate.
Yep.
And it was Bivouac, though they got the win. They're 3-0.
3-0.
Glen Rice Jr. finally misses. Here's Pargo. The 3. It's good. Jeremy Pargo and his brother are scorching hot. They have scored 29 of the Triplets' 40 points.
But you see two players, and there's a 4-point shot, but a team that has been together a little bit, so they kind of know where each other's going to be on the court, and they can find each other. Speaking of which, and that was a tough shot.
Man, he just turned and fired. Here's Marcus Foster.
Oh, push off.
Yeah, on the ears.
Yeah. Shot is up. And that time Stevens was right there. And that says Stevens just being real active and really not allowing himself to be blocked out, and Ayers, rather than give up the two, is able to, he just picked up the foul there.
Another tug. They call that one on Gennaro Pargo. Triplets 10 points away from victory. First team to 50 wins. Here's Glen Rice Jr.
Well, you know, with power too, man, it's a little different not seeing Coutinho.
Yeah, right.
But you know what I mean? You know, barking out orders, getting to his spots, picking up fouls, and using the mid-range game. And speaking of which, Glen Rice Jr., I think it's funny how the transition of power happens a little bit, and you pass it down the torch. Where Glen Rice Jr. was able to learn a lot, I think, from Coutinho, utilize that. But the show must go on, right?
Yeah, you're right. Coutinho Mobley, long-time member,
Yep.
an original member of the Power Squad. Jeff Ayers will inbound for the Triplets. Getting Triplets playing without Joe Johnson. Lisa Leslie, their head coach.
And right here, Nancy Lieberman able to get TJ Klein in there, you know, spark of energy. See if that helps them to get some easier points, but this is where they got to get it right here. It's the stops.
Klein to Rice. Euro steps, falls back, air ball.
Royce Wright just basically took Gennaro Pargo and moved him out the way. Now watch it, good defense by Ayers here. Uses his chest, but you didn't see, you saw the end part of that play where Royce just picked Gennaro up and moved him out the way.
I'll take the basketball.
Yeah.
Timeout on the floor called by Nancy Lieberman. She wants to talk to her Power Squad. Ten points away from victory of the Triplets. It's the Big Three here on CBS. Lisa Leslie squad up 14 on Power and 10 points away from victory. First team to 50 wins. Hey, third round coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic coming up next here on CBS. It's available right now, folks. PGAtour.com, CBSSports.com, and the CBS Sports app. Over 10,000 have come out here to Baltimore as Gennaro Pargo knocks it down. 10,104 have come here to the CFG Bank Arena to watch the Big Three. And we're headed to the Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, next weekend. Pargo knocked another one down, but a foul.
I think they called an offensive foul. I'm going to go back to that last play coming out of the timeout if we can. I don't know if we have enough time in between here. That's not, but it was a beautiful play drawn up. This is the play that didn't get called, but that's the difference, I think, with Lisa Leslie, is that they run offense. It looks sometimes like you go on one-on-one, but the cross strings, the fades, the curls, they do a lot of movement with the ball and off the ball that keeps the defense active.
Royce White locked it down. Hey, a 4-pointer. Triplets win this thing. I tell you what, the Pargo brothers have scored about 35 of the Triplets' points.
As they should. I mean, listen.
Here's Jeb with the left hand. He got it.
Okay, that's why they scored all the points right there. That was real simple, because both play off each other well. And they don't play with the ball. When they have a mismatch, they attack it, and more than likely they've been successful. And look at Nancy Lieberman going with the isolation in the middle of the floor with Royce White.
20-point lead for the Triplets, who are just 2 points away from victory, thanks to the Pargo brothers. And he'll stay with power.
Another opportunity for power. 20-point game, but
Stevens missed the bunny. White missed it. Rice, the follow. Now Pargo and the Triplets can win it.
Now watch. It's going to be a little play, pick and roll into another pick. Look.
Here's Gennaro for the win. Good! Pargo equals buckets. Here at the Big 3, as the Pargo brothers put on a shooting exhibition here.
And the shots are a result of excellent offense. This was a back screen set by Gennaro Pargo on Jeff Ayers, and then he flares to get the shot. And Little Bro knew exactly where he was at. And that's outstanding offense, play calling, and then execution.
No Joe, no problem, as the Triplets are now 2-1. Both of the Pargo brothers had 26 threes. These guys knocked down. My goodness, what a win for the Triplets. They get the win. And what a time we had here in Baltimore. More games on X for Jim Jackson, Brian Scalabrine, Rachel DeMita. I'm Brian Custer. Thanks for watching the Big 3.